Well, tonight on this special interactive news segment, my guest is none other than the Permanent Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Once a politician and a honorable, he always remain a honorable. Honorable Vincent Bagire, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Uganda is going to be hosting two major international events, the Non-Aligned Movement and the G-77+CHINA. In brief, would you mind explaining to Ugandans who are watching us, what's this thing, define for us the Non-Aligned Movement? What is it all about?
It was born out of a need to defeat colonialism in all manners and ensure that countries enjoy their sovereignty and that they can determine their destiny.
As we gear up to host the two summits, starting with the Non-Aligned Movement, which takes off on the 15th of this month, as a country, how are we going to benefit from these two major international summits?
First of all, I think it's important to note that non-alignment is a constitutional matter as far as Uganda is concerned. If you look at the state objectives, state objective 28 in our constitution, it is clear that Uganda shall be non-aligned. But also, the constitution stipulates that Uganda shall participate in international fora and or international events. Now, in that regard, what the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is doing is implementing its constitutional mandate. But beyond that, we are going to host 135 countries in Uganda. That is largely because if you look at the Non-Aligned Movement and G77, 116 countries belong to both institutions. But beyond that, G77 has a membership of 134 member states. And then we are the host of institutions that are observers, that observe observers within the NAM. And then we have institutions such as the UN General Assembly that will also be represented in these summits. Now that comes with a number of opportunities. One, of course, our tourism will benefit, the hotels are going to benefit, and we shall improve our tourism credentials in the country. But beyond that, it is an element or an opportunity for us to build confidence in the world that Uganda is a progressive country, and indeed we are, and that beyond hosting these events, we can get investors to come and invest in our country. And beyond and related to that, we are going to host a business event at the Serena just before the summit takes place.
We know several meetings are going to be sitting time and again. Would you mind sharing with us the key objectives of the Non-Aligned Movement Kampala Summit?
We have a theme, and the theme is deepening global affluence. And in that respect, our president has time and again made a case that it's imperative that we as Africans or developing countries stop exportation of raw materials and find a mechanism of adding value. He has used coffee time and again as a good example. And the theme that we are pursuing is to guarantee or to make sure that we work with the developed nations within the NAM movement to assist developing countries such as Uganda to add value to their raw materials. So that's going to be one of the fundamentals that we look at from Uganda. But beyond that, NAM stands for respect for fundamental human rights. That's something that we shall be pursuing. It stands for respect for sovereignty. It stands for non-interference in internal matters. It stands for the economic well-being of society. So all those will be on the agenda, and these matters shall be discussed during the summit.
Now, as we conclude the discussion, what's your parting shot? What's your assurance now that we are left with less than 2 weeks? Are we prepared? Are we good to take off?
We are prepared, as you'll appreciate. These events are substance-driven. We have the outcome document. The team from Uganda is ready to chair the sessions because they'll be handing over to us, so we're going to chair. We have internalized the substance in the outcome documents, and we are confident that the senior officials, the ministerial, and the summit itself, we shall do a good job in adjudicating and or chairing these two summits.
Like I said, once honorable, you always remain honorable. Thanks for hosting us in this beautiful Ministry of Foreign Affairs facility. We look forward to always having engagements with you as we proceed with the two summits. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.